Thank you, Madam Speaker. While observing this comic show today, where we had a councillor jumping Jack Flash, telling us about all the other portfolios, let me tell you about what's not happening in his own portfolio. Now, at the conclusion of our term, I thought it's necessary for one last time to bring to the attention of our residents how this ANC administration has failed our city when it comes to safety. Right. In 2008, this council approved the ward-based strategies, and 7 years later, it's still struggling to implement what it promised. Last year, in my speech to this council concerning the ward-based strategy, I doubted there would be 10 Metro Police officers at any given time per ward as promised by Mr. Mayor, much to the dismay of my colleagues on that side of the House. Madam Speaker, today I want to tell the ANC I told you so. And the reason why I can tell you so, for example, after the redeployment of our new recruits, Region 6 has an average of 2 officers per shift. Is that 10 as promised, Mr. Mayor? No. Region 4 has an average of 4 per shift. Is that 10 as promised, Mr. Mayor? Absolutely not. 7 years have passed and the ANC has still not got it right. And before you jump on your high horse and play jumping Jack Flash again, hold on. All right, let's quickly quote from the report. The department has already provisionally deployed the new constables as was resolved during the recent mayoral khotla. However, this is from your report. The new constables have not been deployed in accordance with the 24/7 shift due to various ongoing challenges. And that's the word you guys love, challenges. Let me tell you, reading from the report, lack of sufficient funds for payment for a 24/7 shift allowance, limited number of various types of vehicles to transport members, such as buses and minibuses, limited number of patrol vehicles. You received no patrol vehicles over the last 2 financial years, none. Lack of shift supervision. You haven't appointed 70 inspector posts, have not been concluded. Limited amount of firearms. Not every member can be issued with a firearm. And shockingly, insufficient number of bulletproof vests due to a shortage of funds. Only 51% of new constables receive vests. And of course, insufficient number of radios. None of the new constables have radios. Your report, exactly verbatim. Madam Speaker, this administration has a legislative obligation to use its resources in the best interest of the local community and to promote a safe and healthy environment within its area. But it's failed dismally due to political will and, of course, lack of finances. We mustn't forget the Auditor General indicated earlier this month that Tshwane was the second worst in the country where unauthorised and irregular spending was concerned. And finally, today's ANC, I'm speaking to all of you in the House. You guys have rubbished, you've thrown in the dustbin the vision of Nelson Mandela. And you are no longer the glorious movement you think you are. You will leave a dismal failure. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Jack in the box.